America is officially cooked. Trend solar, and there ain't no coming back from this. Less than 24 hours ago, one of the most serious instances of political violence since, last year actually, just went down. A YouTube political commentator was assassinated in front of his wife, his kids, and about 1,000 people in public, live in 4K. Charlie Kirk is dead.
Fuck.
And today, I'm gonna show you how and why this incident just might kick off a series of unfortunate events that will completely destroy America. Right about now, that joke about a civil war just might become a reality. 我的台湾朋友，你看美国走这条线哦。Don't you do it! Don't! And no, we ain't doing the 爆米花 thing today because a man literally just died. Instead, you might need a large, big bottle of whiskey, yo. Because 事情 for real 真的很大条咯。So for those of you who are watching this video and have not yet subscribed to our channel, you might want to do so right now. Might have no idea who in the world Charlie Kirk is. Fun fact, a couple of months ago, we actually did an episode introducing this guy. Basically, he is a Gen Z political gladiator who is not afraid to debate you face to face.
And you said, well, I'm worried about some laws Congress should pass. I've asked, what laws are you talking about? Can you be specific?
I'm sorry, I'm very nervous.
So at this point, homegirl actually pulls down her top, exposing part of her chest. And this is the moment where everyone online was accusing this girl of trying to sabotage Charlie's YouTube channel. Because everyone knows, 如果你肉奶, you will be denied. Because YouTube don't play that game, yo. Real talk, this Christian conservative commentator serves as a real-life political John Wick for the American right. Traveling to hundreds of college universities, aka the liberal hive mind lion's den, all with the sole purpose of promoting Republican conservatism and also challenging Xiao Caihong ideology face to face, one by one.
So why do you care so much about other individuals living their lives? Why is it affecting you? Do you have something up your ass or something?
Well, I could throw that right back at you. Why do you care so much about what I have to say?
Because you're affecting other people's rights. You're taking away people's choices. You are hurting people.
And I'm not talking about your normal, docile, educated leftist. I'm talking about the extreme, set your Tesla on fire, radical kind.
I'm enjoying this whole thing you got going on.
Hey, Charlie, I'm enjoying this whole parade, this whole charade of American. I am enjoying all this bullshit. I love you, Charlie. You're the best comedian. You're the best comedian on.
Do you want a hat?
You're the best one.
She wants a hat. Can you wear it?
Charlie Kirk's approach of directly debating with the most extreme groups on campus and promoting right-wing politics is arguably the single most important reason why Trump won the youth vote in the last election. Because at that time, American campuses were left-wing breeding grounds, threatening any independent or slightly right-leaning student with bullying and possible cancellation. But when Charlie appeared on the scene, he empowered hundreds of thousands of conservative students to be brave enough to speak out. These kids won some real OG straight-up hip-hop shit, speaking truth to power.
Because what's happening at the Democrat Party is this very sinister combination. It's a party of censorship, it's a party of war, a party of open borders that is against actual traditional liberal values.
I agree.
So which way you leaning?
Can I get a hat?
Now back in 2024, Trump won about 10 million combined votes across all the swing states. And Charlie's face-to-face debate and activism was responsible for a lot of them votes. His influence in the conservative MAGA movement was massive, to the point where Charlie was even advising Trump on how to reach Gen Z voters. So I think it's fair to say that without Charlie, Trump would not have won his second term.
It's true.
I want to make sure we're clear. You came here asking about the Holocaust. I'm going to complete the full circle. What you just talked about, sex-selective abortion, is Nazi eugenics philosophy, which is that we will eliminate those that we don't want.
Interesting. You're exactly right. You did get me on that one. Yeah, because yeah, I'm not gonna like sit up here and pretend that you got me on that one. No, realistically, like if we're really gonna full circle and I'm gonna sit here and think about it, no, you shouldn't be able to your baby just because you don't like the gender or whatever.
So
and listen, and I apologize for taking it to that extent.
No, it's not your extent.
But hold on.
I want to offer you grace. Thank you for saying that, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
Now, as a political opinion leader, I have to say that Charlie is relatively fair. And as far as I know, he has never encouraged any violence or racist rhetoric. His whole game is logic and patience to try to persuade those who would disagree with him, which is what made him so popular in the first place.
Now, we must also be real. We must be honest with the population. Having an armed citizenry comes with a price. And that is part of liberty. Driving comes with a price. 50,000 people die on the road every year. That's a price. You get rid of driving, you'd have 50,000 less auto fatalities. But we have decided that the benefit of driving, speed, accessibility, mobility, having products, services, is worth the cost of 50,000 people dying on the road. Wow. So we need to be very clear that you're not going to get gun deaths to zero. It will not happen. You can significantly reduce them through having more fathers in the home, by having more armed guards in front of schools.
Now, like a lot of people, I don't completely agree with everything that Charlie Kirk says, because on the real, although he's somewhat base, he says some pretty outlandish shit. But just because I don't agree with him doesn't make him a fascist or a mustache man sympathizer or what they're calling a far right. It just means we disagree. I know, hot take, right?
And he was speaking in front of a crowd, and in that moment, and correct me if I'm wrong, he was speaking about obviously trans issues in the country today. When a shot or shots rang out, and we can now confirm via Jason Chaffetz, who was at the event at Utah Valley University, that shots rang out as Charlie was talking about transgender mass shootings. Per Jason Chaffetz, a witness there, says he can't say that he saw blood, but he saw him he can't say also that he saw him, but he did hear the gunshot ring out, and he was watching Charlie, and then he fell back and to the left.
Now, in a sad and tragic twist of coincidence, the man who was a strong advocate for Second Amendment rights was pew-pewed for everyone to see, including his own family, basically in the form of a public execution. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just log into X and your feed will be littered with his pew-pew on loop in 4K.
This would not have been a particularly difficult shot to make, and it underscores obviously the tragedy of it. Obviously, Kirk didn't see it coming. He did appear to have some security near him on stage, but this would have required what appears to be kind of more of a response that we would see at a Secret Service event, where you would have locked down the entire area, had high-angle snipers, and would have had to put up a perimeter which would have prohibited weapons from inside of it in order to be able to handle this. You know, they said that the shots may have come from the Low C Center. That might in fact be true. There was a tent up, which would have made it difficult to see Kirk. So without knowing that angle specifically, that might raise questions as far as if that's actually where the shot came from.
Now, as I'm making this video right now, the shooter has not been arrested yet, although they do have a person of interest. But it seems like when that whole fiasco went down, someone actually captured footage of the shooter. Now, if you look carefully at the second mark, at the top of the building, there's a small figure running across the screen. And you must understand that Charlie Kirk is a civilian. He doesn't have counter snipers on rooftops or Secret Service agents following his every move. And if someone was there to watch his debate, they sure as fuck wouldn't be standing on a distant rooftop nearly 200 meters away. So I think that the person in this footage is most likely the assassin. But the thing is, out of this entire incident, Charlie being pew-pewed was not the worst thing that happened.
There are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Charlie Kirk just got... Well, breaking news, folks. Seems somebody just took a shot at Fantafast's favorite 5-mile-wide mouthpieces, Charles Chuckle Kirk.
Now you might think, oh, 这是抖音啊，这是网络啊，就是那些白痴小彩虹啊. Well, bro, let's take a trip to a college campus in real life to see how they felt.
Got shot. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow. Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot?
That's good.
Wow, that's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view. Good that people are dying in America.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk got today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it. Who are you?
Charlie Kirk got today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it. And that's how I feel at this point in time. But
you know, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
Yes. try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
So if you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No. I think things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was ended. So
just a small announcement. You're pretty close to going to hell.
These are young minds with unlimited potential on campus who claim to be advocates of diversity and equality, but they are celebrating the death of a man simply because they disagree with the things he says. Jesus. The videos of these students is even more horrifying than the video of Charlie getting pew-pewed.
They shot Charlie Kirk and I'm fucking pissed. And I intend to stay fucking pissed. They shot Trump in the head, the Democrat radical base, and we were told, oh, you need to settle down, you know, don't raise the temperature. And then repeatedly now, psychos from the Democrat base have gone into Catholic schools and killed children while they prayed, and we were told we need to settle down. No, how about we stop telling Republicans to settle down, and how about we start having a conversation with Democrats about how you need to stop radicalizing your base? Maybe a little less fear-mongering, a little less Trump is a fascist, because clearly it's turning your base insane. Clearly they can't handle it. Maybe a little bit less fear-mongering about how bad Republicans are, and a little more, I don't know, getting your base to understand that assassination is not acceptable. Over 50% of Democrats were polled said that they believe that it would be acceptable to assassinate Donald Trump, and almost 50% said that they believe it would have been acceptable to assassinate Elon Musk. You guys have a radicalization problem. You guys have a violence problem, and I will stay ravenously angry until you guys clean house, until you guys do some introspection and fix what is broken, you disgusting people.
Now, it ain't no secret that a lot of Americans on both sides are completely outraged at what happened to Charlie Kirk. And fun fact, a lot of them happen to belong to the LGBTQ and black communities. They're actually showing their support for the man.
If you watch me daily, we don't really get political in this room. We're all about positivity, makeup, sarcasm, jokes, trolling, clapping back, being fun. Okay, this is a grown man who fought for the truth, who went all around our country debating people of all walks of life, walks of religion, walks of sexuality. He debated everybody. And if you're in here saying it wasn't the truth, you are a they, them loser, okay? You are one of those people who doesn't want to live in reality. You want to live in your weird little brain up here. Okay? You are delusional. You are not right in the head. Okay? So any of you weirdos coming in here, Charlie fought for the truth. He debated people all over this country. And he didn't care what you were. He still had a conversation with everybody. Why did I respect him? Because he knows reality.
Now, this mockery and celebration goofiness ain't just happening on the internet, yo. It's happening on mainstream media as well.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, to emphasize what you just emphasized, we don't know any of the full details of this. We don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea.
Excuse me? A supporter's gun going off in celebration? You do not hate the mainstream media on the left enough. We don't. So one perfect shot that likely hits him in his carotid artery, he splurting out of his neck. We're gonna say that that might have been just one of his fans just celebrating. Not multiple shots, one shot placed essentially perfectly. I think you could argue the shot for his head and it went low and hit him in the neck, but either way, it was one precise shot that hit him in the neck. And MSNBC has someone up here talking about it could have been one of his supporters celebrating with a gunshot. These people are despicable.
So, from the Xiao Cai Hong celebrating in the streets about a man getting pew-pewed in front of his family, to the mainstream media making dumb as fuck speculations about the shooter itself, the right wing has finally had enough. And now it looks like the new modern American Civil War is officially about to begin.
If they could do this, they are capable of anything. I think that was the message. But if you thought that you were going to shut a movement down, you're going to get a rude awakening. You woke us the fuck up.
This video's in regards to Charlie Kirk. And this video's for the fucking liberals. It's war, motherfucker.
And now conservative right-wingers are pissed. Even though at the moment of this video being uploaded, they haven't caught the guy who did it and they have no idea if it's male or female or transgender or even belongs to the political left or right, the party that is all about Second Amendment rights seems to be gearing up for war. And they aren't even sure who the enemy is yet.
You niggas are crazy!
And the crazy thing is, I even see on Taiwanese threads people celebrating the death of Charlie. What in the actual fuck? I mean, there are plenty of people that I do not like at all and I certainly disagree with, but that doesn't mean I wish them dead or would even celebrate if they ended up dead, because engaging in all that goofy mocking and celebrating is pretty much a cosign on political violence. So please, shut that shit down. Do not let that madness come to Taiwan, yo. Otherwise, there'll only be 4 words that would come to mind. 代志大条。